Guys, I want to talk about the two products that are not provided by Eggersmann, but could make for a complete home automation system with both lighting and then some other components from the user's home. So this is the Hue Bridge. It comes in a box like this. I think it's somewhere between $30 to $60 on Amazon. Philips is the manufacturer of this particular bridge. It is a Zigbee bridge. Means it's the kind of protocol that it uses, and it controls lighting this way. There are other manufacturers of Zigbee bridges out there, but this is the one that we've tested on. So other devices may work, but we don't know their compatibility. You can have multiple of these bridges in a situation or installation, and you can have up to 63 different drivers, which we'll talk about, different LED power supplies and network drivers connected to this device at any given time. And so therefore that's a lot. And then of course you can have more of these than one in a single home environment. The one thing about this device is that it needs to be networked, hardwired. So although it can be a good distance away from the drivers themselves, it does need an Ethernet connection. It is not wireless, it's not Wi-Fi. So once it's connected to the network, it then can communicate to the devices that you set, the drivers throughout the home, and they can communicate with this. And you can use the Philips Hue app to control those lights, or you can take it a step further and use a home automation system. So that's what this product is. This is a third-party device from AOTech. It is a replica of a Samsung SmartThings, which is an environment of technology allowing for the integration of things like lighting, locks, cameras, thermostats, and water heater monitors, pretty much anything you can think of for your home. It is a version of a home automation system, maybe for the average person. This device does work over Wi-Fi, but it also can plug in to a data connection. Reliably, you'd want to plug this into a data connection because meaning somewhere near your router, meaning somewhere near your home network. And if you have a large home, you can have sometimes more of these, or a signal repeater. So this will work once it's connected to your network. Your network becomes the point of connection. You can actually dial into this from remote locations, meaning with this device on your home automation network or your home network, your home Wi-Fi network, you can control these devices from anywhere in the world. I think many of you are familiar with this, locks, thermostats, stuff like that. Why do you need both of these, right? What's up with that? So you may not. Sometimes home automation controllers like Samsung SmartThings, it is compatible with Zigbee, which is what our lighting drivers and equipment use. However, it's different. There are different types of Zigbee, and to be sure, using a bridge like the Philips Hue is generally the best idea, because then you can communicate with the Philips Hue through your home automation system. You find your lights with the Zigbee bridge, and you control them from your home automation. Now, this is just one form. There's several others out there. I think many of our customers use sometimes some more elaborate and intricate home automation systems like Lutron HomeWorks, or there's Crestron has their own system. Dolly is a system. Control 4 is a system, and then there are more. Apple has their own one. RTI is another one. Many companies have different ones, and they all have different plugins and integrations. And so, kind of as far as our expertise in cabinetry systems and lighting, this is already above and beyond what most companies will go for and offer. But from our lighting drivers and equipment, that's where we want to kind of stop our building and integration and support. This is just for your knowledge, so that you can explain to your customer that in fact they can take their lighting and control and integration a step further. If they are a techie person and they want to do that with something like this, like a Samsung SmartThings or another off-the-shelf automated system, they can do so using a lighting bridge. If they want to have their home automation expert, which is probably more likely, build something for this, that home automation expert will know all of this information. This will not be the first time they are hearing this. It's a far step forward from the previous system we were using. The advantages here are that you can not only set programming and sequences for the lights, you can control the temperature, as the lighting is multi-white kind of lighting, so you can control whether it's warm or cool. You can dial in not only that color temperature, but also like the Kelvin temperature of it. You can set dimming function, and you could set timing and programming. So with this system, basic out of the box, setting up something like this, a Philips Hue bridge, you can set timings, like come on at this time, go off at this time. You can set generally durations, come on and then go off in 8 hours or go off in 10 hours. So things like that you could set. With this kind of system, in addition, you could start to set even more, right? And that's where the complete home connected situation comes in, because now this device is communicating with much more than just lighting. It's communicating with maybe motion detectors, cameras, televisions, your toaster, your soap dispenser. I have a soap dispenser at home that works on home automation. So you could say, every time I use my soap dispenser, turn my under cabinet light on, or every time I walk through the door, turn my under cabinet light on. That's how the integration can work with something like this, because now it's no longer just lights. You're talking to all these other devices. So that's just the example here. Both of these available on any delivery service or electronic stores. They work with both Apple and Android devices in both cases. They also have mostly computer apps. They're relatively easy to set up, but if you're not a technically inclined or computer savvy person, you might struggle with some of the integration. We covered in the video how to program and pair our drivers to the Hue bridge, and that's our recommended method. And where they take it from there, that's the choice is up to them. So both of these pieces, they do not buy from us. They can buy certainly in any of those store locations. And then the app to control both the Philips Hue product and the SmartThings product is available on your phone. And I have it downloaded on my iPhone, but it's also available for Android.